Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So this week we've got a lot of important information. It's actually two of them worth to mention. First is of course the Jerome Powell speech. It's difficult to call as revolutionary, but he said a few important things which actually stands in a row with our expectations. And as we said actually 1-2 weeks ago, that the policy of the United States and the Fed in particular, I mean economical policy, now is taking the backseat because everything becomes clear. We could not know some details, whether it will be 25 basis points cut, also will be 50 points cut. We will know it a bit close to September and November. But the one thing is clear, the direction. And from that standpoint of view, I would say that the focus currently is moving to, first is the European Central Bank decision in September, and second to the geopolitical problems. It's really very important. You could see what's going on right now in the United States in political struggle. I have put on a Telegram the recent Kennedy speech without any cuts that CNN has made, so you could watch it. It's just approximately 40 minutes long, so but it really has a lot of information. And thanks to the Kennedy, some information turned to be public, which is actually should not be public. Yes, of course, some rumors are just moving around on the same subjects that he announced, but these words come from the senator, from the congressman, and actually when it's on public, it's always make the big resonance. And actually the support of the Donald Trump from the Kennedy, whose family actually historically was a Democrat, so it's really very important. That's why the geopolicy, and actually not only inside of the United States, but you probably heard what's going on in Ukraine, what's happening right now in the Middle East, all this stuff really will be very important. So in this report we have taken a look at all this stuff, trying to make our own conclusions. Particularly speaking, we also investigated the possible European Central Bank move, whether it will be 25 basis point change or not, because the combination, as you understand, Europe and United States rate changes will make the shape and form the shape of the euro currency performance. And this is very important to us. Another tricky moment is that this time European Central Bank meeting will be earlier than the Fed. And second, if you take a look at the schedule of the Fed meetings and European Central Bank meetings, you will see that the Fed has the break in October, while the European Central Bank has the break in November. So there will be no mutual meetings in the nearest 2 months, September last month, only in December. And this brings some tricky moments in the decisions. So it is not really very simple for analysis. It could bring surprises to the market, and we have tried to dig the stuff and make some conclusions. So I hope it will be interesting. On the technical side, at the same time, we do not have any surprises. So everything goes really perfect with our long-term trading plan. So on the weekly chart, we have 112.80 target. On the daily chart, we have secondary XOP. So the primary XOP has been completed on Thursday, right there, or better to say on Wednesday. This was, if you remember, the ABCD based on this swing. But here we have also minor scale ABCD, smaller scale, is better to say, which also has an XOP around 1230. So this will be next upside target, I suppose. Market is still overbought, so it can't keep moving in the same pace. Besides, all major information stands already on the table. The last thing that we will get, and that we will have to keep an eye on coming week, will be inflation in European Union. This will be very important, but it will be released only on Friday. That's why the whole week will be probably, well, I suppose some kind of the boring. So market probably could be quiet, and chances on the pullback will increase because investors have got all information that they have. Rally was significant, some bets on comments from the Jerome Powell. Technical picture also should make some impact, so combination of the overbought here probably should trigger more or less meaningful pullback, and that's actually what we intend to keep an eye on. On the intraday charts, I do not see something really special except this butterfly that could finalize action to the XOP. So we have the 1.7 extension based on Jerome Powell's speech. Rally was significant, a straightforward action right to the 1.7 extension. So it means that 1618, because it also stands relatively close, it's just 30-40 pips above current market, has a good chance to be completed as well. Finally, on the hourly chart, you could see the picture that we discussed on Friday based on the hand shorts. That explains, guys, why we are not considering taking any shorts in the current circumstances, even if you have potentially the pattern. But in general, everything goes as we said. So it's we said that if it will be A, B, C, D, you could just get this target with the hand shorts if you like to take the short position, but keep an eye on the top of the right arm. Market will break it and start moving back to the 111.50. It will mean failure, which means upward continuation. So on the ruins of these hand shoulders, butterfly has been formed. So that interwords what we have. On the dollar index, we have approximately the same story. So on the dollar index, you could see that we have same butterfly as on a weekly chart. We have same ABCD pattern, and market is not at oversold on any time frame, starting from the monthly down to the daily. Probably on the daily chart, also not at oversold. Let's check this out. Not at oversold, so it has some room to keep going lower. And you can see that here the butterfly, minor butterfly that we talked about here, actually has failed. So I just delete this one to remind you the minor butterfly. This one. So we haven't got any 30% pullback, so this butterfly has failed. And always when the butterfly fails, it usually fails miserably. So market usually shows significant continuation in the direction of the failure. So it means down to the downside. And probably will be the same attempt to touch the target of this big ABCD pattern, especially because this ABCD pattern agrees with the overbought. I mean target. It's very close. It's around 100 even, 99.75. So by the dollar index right there. So on the 10-year bonds, we also see downside action on yields, which actually corresponds to the overall sentiment of the statement from the Jerome Powell. So from that standpoint, also we have no surprises. That being said, currently we will be watching for completion of the 1230 target, and hopefully then we should get some pullback. Obviously, from the daily chart, we also keep an eye on this frosting action, and appearing of any brand body kind of the setup will be just really great. So we will consider it for taking long position. That and towards what we have on the EUR.